In this skill demonstration, I want to get you started with some simple text processing. We're not going to do much with this right now, but I want to get you started to think about how you can do text processing as opposed to arithmetic processing. So we'll do a simple demonstration just to show you that. Okay, let's go ahead and pop into App Inventor. I've got a new project here called Text Processing. And the essential operation I want to show you is how to take two pieces of text and combine them. So let me give you a text box and another text box, and we'll have a button that's going to combine them, and a label that shows you the output. Okay, let's take a look at the blocks. Actually, I should probably change some properties here, so I'll say join these together. Oops. Join text. And I'm going to have this text is going to be empty. Good. Okay. So there we go. Let's go to the blocks editor here real quick. And what does I want to do? When I push the button, I'd like to get the text property of text box 1, and I'd like to get the text property of text box 2, and I'd like to combine them together. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use the text processing here in the control panel here, and the block that I'm looking for is join. If I want to take two pieces of text and combine them, I'm going to join them together. It's a pretty simple operation. So take those two pieces together, and what that gives me is a single piece of text. So what do I want to do with that piece of text? I'd like to put it in, oops, not the light green, I want the dark green. I want to set label 1's text to that text property. Okay, that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? Let's take a look at what this looks like on the phone. So, I've got text box 1, I'm going to put my first name in, and I'm going to put my last name in, and it joins them together. Okay, pretty straightforward. Except there's one problem. I don't know if you can see it too well or not. Let me try and get a little closer here on that. Oh, that's a little bit better. Notice that it took those two pieces of text and joined them together without a space here. Right? It literally took what I typed in, my first name and my last name. And so we have to be careful when we're doing text processing, because we have to be very explicit about what actually appears. How can I fix that? Any ideas? What I really need is I want to take text 1 and text 2 and put a space in between them. Now, if you already looked at the arithmetic skills session, you'll know that this blue box here allows me to modify this block. And so if I wanted to put together 3 pieces of text, maybe I could use this blue block to help me. And sure enough, I can. And stick another string in there in the middle. And what I'd like it to do my first name and then literally a space followed by the next text box. Let's see if that helps. So now if I join my text together, aha, oops, I get my first name, a space, and my last name. And again, I'll invite you to look through some of the properties that I've got in here, or some of the blocks that I can use to manipulate text. I can ask how long is a piece of text. I can ask, is the text box empty? Trimming is a way that I can eliminate spaces. So if I typed in a piece of text and some spaces, I could get rid of the white space at the end. I can make things uppercase or lowercase. And then there's a bunch of other operations too. Like I said, we'll play with these as we need them, but I wanted to get you started with some basic text operations, and I wanted to show you, in particular, we have to be very careful about what we include when we're joining our text. And that's what we have to do with text processing.